Okay, so remember when I told you guys my life is a movie? This is living proof that my life is actually a movie. So, I got an email today to say that the company I have my pop-up shop at, the store, is filing for bankruptcy. And what this means is that my pop-up store is closing down in the middle of the month. It was in the middle of the day that they let us know that they're doing this. And some of the other vendors were calling me to just say, hey, you have to come get your stuff. It's closing down and all these things. So I honestly don't know how to feel right now because I have a mixture of emotions and I'm just trying to figure out when I can go get my stuff and clear out my actual booth. But this is literally like a movie to me. And if you're new here, my name is Jo Alexandra. I'm an entrepreneur. I have a business. It's a resort wear lifestyle brand, and it's called Altanage. And that business actually had a pop-up store in a store called Painted Tree Boutiques. Painted Tree Boutiques has been around for many years, and they have multiple stores. So this didn't only happen to my store. But what boggles me is that this company should have known that they were gonna shut down because the signs are always there, right? And they should have known that they were gonna file bankruptcy before they actually opened up the store. So for transparency and for clarity, they opened my location, the first location in Florida, in October, right? They announced that they were opening last year in the beginning of the year, and they were what are you doing with your bike up here? Yeah, so sorry. I'm also a mom and a wife, as you can hear, because my son just randomly came up here. But yeah, so they announced that they are opening my store in January or around in the beginning of last year. Maybe even before then. I'm not even sure. I'm not even remembering. But I was so excited because I've always heard of the concept and I always heard about the story, and I thought it would be a good opportunity for my store. And this was the first one in Florida because the nearest one to me is in Georgia. And I was like, okay, this is like the opportunity. I can have a pop-up shop that basically what it is you do not have to be there all the time. There's employees, there's a cash register, there's fitting rooms, there's everything. You leave your products there and they watch it for you, and they're open every day. So it was a win-win for me. I have a 9-to-5. I can't sit at no store all day long. And it just made sense for my business. And so I was so excited when they announced that they're coming to Florida, but not only that, they're coming to South Florida, and it's literally like 30 minutes from my house. So I was like, okay, this is the perfect opportunity. I need to do it. So honestly, I didn't decide to do it until maybe August of last year, because I was waiting for some things to align. And that's when I decided, because also they kept pushing the date back. So which was kind of a red flag but not really. Okay. So they kept pushing the date back on when they were going to actually open. But that was because of permits, right? Florida, it's really hard to get permits in Florida. It takes longer for construction. Whenever construction is involved, it's just harder, right? So they kept pushing the date back. Finally, we got an official date. Finally, we got a move-in date and a soft launch date. And the store soft launched in October. So this is a brand new store. It has not even it's probably been only 6 months. So it's very brand new. So October was the soft launch. November was the actual launch. So it's very brand new. So I was like, okay, like it's brand new. I was making like, my sales are good. I maybe didn't make my monthly rent for 2 months, which is fine. Because I knew that it was going to eventually pick up, because this is a brand new store. It's in this specific area. People have to know about it. This on the 3rd. So today I went to work. I actually worked in the office today, and I got a call from one of the vendors that I'm very close with, and this was around 2:30, and she emailed and said, hey, she called me, and I couldn't answer because I'm at work. And she texted me. She's like, hey, did you get your email? The store's closing. You need to come get your stuff now. And I'm like, wait, what? The store is closing? What do you mean the store is closing? Oh, they filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy. Mind you, today is the 14th. You couldn't have waited to file for chapter whatever. You couldn't wait to file for bankruptcy at the end of the month. Or you couldn't wait you shouldn't have never opened the store if you knew you were going to file. There's signs to know if you're going to file for bankruptcy or not. There's signs. On top of that, they were signing leases. Like, people were moving. Like, some people just moved in. I was there last week. People were getting their booth ready. And then on top of that, I don't even know what's happening to our money. Like, I made sales for this month. What's happening to my money? I also gave a security deposit as well as a last month deposit. Okay, what's happening to my money? Which I'm probably going to dispute that, because like at this point, you guys aren't going to give me back my money anyways. But I just don't know how to feel. Like, I just feel like everything it's one after the other. Like, I just feel like I can't catch a break. And like, I love the concept. I'm just kind of heartbroken at the same time, because like, I love the concept. I love that I had a place for my inventory. I've showed you guys the store. I've showed you guys how I set it up, the movements I've made while setting it up. I put in so much money into it. Like, I put in money to get my store like up and running and to get it to look like what it does. I put money into getting furniture for it. I didn't put in much money for inventory because I already had that inventory, but still, like, so I'm just trying to figure out what the next step is. I'm gonna see if I can go tomorrow to get at least my inventory and get some things. I'm trying to see if I can sell the dining table, because I really don't want to get a U-Haul and everything to have to put the dining table in. I mean, we just sold our dining table at home because we wanted to make room for a playroom for my son, and we really don't eat on a dining table. But I really don't want to bring it back home because I like how my house is set up and how the play area looks. But I just don't know what to do at this point. I'm just like in so much shock. Like, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to do. People are calling me back to back and like having me panic because they're like, oh, you need to come get your stuff because someone's going to steal your inventory or something. And I mean, I'm just like, oh, well, why would they steal my inventory? That's kind of crazy. Like, I don't understand why anyone would do that. But then again, you can't really trust people. You can't, you just don't know. But thankfully, one of the vendors, she was able to like put my stuff like up for me and kind of like organize it for me. But I just like, Like, low-key, I want to cry because it's just so much happening at once. And I have to get my stuff out by next Friday. But next Thursday, I go to Costa Rica. So I need to get it out by this week, this weekend. And yeah, so just stay tuned. And I just want to say that, like, this is not a good business. This is not a good way to run a business. This is not a good way to do this to other business owners. Like, we are all small business owners in one store, and it's just so sad that some people even moved in like last week and they couldn't get the fruit of their labor because of the fact that they decided to just do this in the middle of nowhere. And like, you guys were literally just selling leases and doing leases. Like, when you knew you were going to shut down, you knew you were opening a store knowing that you guys financially wasn't in a good place. And then the people that were running the actual store, like the corporate, like, y'all don't know, they did not know what they were doing. Because honestly, it could be a successful business if people knew what they were doing. They were so focusing on marketing to get people to lease the space and not focus on marketing to get people inside of the space to buy, like customers to buy. So it just really frustrates me because it's like such a good thing is gone now, but also like it just sucks as a small business inside the space. And the amount of work and the amount of time that I put into like making the space my own. Also, the amount of time and gas I put into going to the store every single week, trying to make sure it looks good and fixing up my space and doing all these things. All of the money and I invested into the furniture, the space itself, the like inventory, the just everything. Like, it's just literally all down the drain. And like, they did not care. But then again, this is how businesses are. They do not care about you. They don't care about your situation. They do not care. And now it's like, first of all, I wasn't even really focusing online, which obviously is bad on my part, but I wasn't focusing online. I was just focusing on selling my inventory there because I'm like, okay, like, this is a physical space. I really don't have to do that much to basically, because customers come in and they'll buy and things like that. But now, like, I have to probably like get my online back up or something, or decide what I even want to do with the business. Like, this is also on top of the fact that my first business had a trademark issue and I had to shut down that, and then I started fresh, and then now this happens to the new business, and it's just like, I don't know how much I can take. Like, this is too much. But yeah, so I'm gonna post another video about the aftermath or about what's coming next, but I will see you guys later.